Most people don't reach their dream, not because of failure. Most people don't live their dream because they give up. You see, it's not the failure that stops us, but that most stop at their first failure. Those who succeed don't stop at one failure. They don't stop at 10 failures. They don't stop at 100, 1,000, or a million. They say, this is my goal, and I will do whatever it takes to achieve it. I will learn the lessons from any failures. I will learn faster. I will work harder. I will work smarter. And I will not quit until my dream is a reality. That's the difference between success and failure.
Failure is a massive part of being able to be successful. You have to get comfortable with failure. You have to actually seek failure. Failure is where all of the lessons are. You know, when you go to the gym and you work out, you're actually seeking failure. You want to take your muscles to the point where you get to failure, because that's where the adaptation is. That's where growth is. Successful people fail a lot. They fail a whole lot more than they succeed. They extract the lessons from the failure, and they use that, the energy, and they use the wisdom to come around to the next phase of success. Gotta take a shot. You have to live at the edge of your capabilities. You gotta live where you're almost certain you're gonna fail. The reason for practice. Practice is controlled failure. You're getting to your limit, getting to your limit, getting to your limit. You can't lift that, you can't do that, until you get to the point that all of a sudden your body makes the adjustment, and then you can do it. Failure actually helps you to recognize the areas where you need to evolve. So fail early, fail often, fail forward.
Diving is something you do and you do not know what the outcome is going to be, but you keep doing it over and over and over again, and you embrace pain every single day of practice.
What do you like about the sport of diving?
Diving is a mentally tough sport, and you have to be an athlete of all types to be a diver. You can't just be a gymnast. You have to be a runner and do everything. A diver is a special athlete.
When did you start diving?
I started diving at the beginning of this season. What drew me to the sport of diving was I've always played soccer and ran track, so it was just something different. I wanted to just branch out and meet some new people.
What are some challenges that divers face that other sports don't have?
Smacking, for sure. Soccer, it's definitely different. You can get injured, but it's not a constant, when you show up to practice, you know you're about to get hurt. And diving, there's multiple practices. If I showed up, I was like, I don't want to be here because I know my back's going to be in pain.
Why do you think diving stands out as a sport?
Because nobody wants to do it anymore, because it's hard and everybody wants to do easy things. And if it's hard, nobody wants to do it.
Like mid-dive?
Mid-dive, I don't want to smack, number one. Number two, I don't want to hit the board. Number three, I don't want to smack.
We have gotten a closer look at a sport that is often overlooked or overshadowed by some of the more popular sports. It is a sport of extreme focus and precision, a sport that is for those select few that have no fear and have the courage and drive to put in countless hours of practice perfecting their craft to perform at the absolute highest possible level. A sport that takes focus, aggressiveness, the ability to make split-second decisions in a very short amount of time. This is the sport of diving. I recently had a chance to speak with Floyd Central's dive team and coach. While they prepare for the upcoming sectional meet, they will practice up to 2.5 hours a day, putting in blood, sweat, and tears for this sport. doing everything from working out twice a day, 6 days a week, and spending up to 14 hours a week in the pool. And through countless smacks and getting knocked down, they stayed strong and persevered. If you don't know much about this sport, then I want you to know one thing. That is a brutal sport, a sport that has no mercy. And if you're brave enough to become a diver, then you just might get why we do it.